Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. My name is Adriel Thomas, and I am currently narrating a story of my life dating back from January 2016. And the title of my story is called An Unlikely Story. If you haven't had a chance to tune in to my last episode, I narrated the entire 2016. Tune into that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do. If you haven't, hit the notification bell or comment on my videos or like my videos, kindly do so too as well. So yeah, this episode I'm just gonna talk about January 2017 and go ahead with the story. So January 2017, it's a new year, it's a new dawn. I mean, I just felt like saying that. It's a new year. It's a year that I'm very hopeful that my life is going to turn around. 2016 was a lot for me and a lot of disappointments. I'm just hoping and praying that this year, I'm just hoping and praying that this year my life is going to turn around. And so yeah, um, hopeful, prayerful, because I stay praying. Okay, I'm still praying. I'm still praying. Let me just be serious. I'm still praying and still hopeful. Now, last video I said in December, in the month of January, I'm going to be tunnel vision when it comes to grad school, when it comes to, seeking a full-time job, you know. And that's what I did in January. January came, I said, it is time for me to look up schools. I just took the GRE in November, and I need to look for school. That's what's next on the agenda. I left Paris. I need to look for jobs. Okay, so I left Paris and the group home job. So I need to look for a full time job. I'm unemployed at this point. So yeah, I start looking at schools. Now at this time, I'm telling myself that I want to leave New Jersey. Yeah, like I was 23, 2017. I was going to turn 24. I was like, yeah, it's time to go. My experience in college, I was commuting from home to campus. I didn't really have that, college dorm experience. And I've just never been on my own. And it's like, yeah, I'm turning 24. I need that. This is the time. I don't think I was ready at 18 or 19, but this is the time for me to be on my own. I need it. And I want to leave New Jersey. All I know is New Jersey. I want to leave. So, but when I was thinking of leaving, I kind of wanted to leave to neighboring cities and neighboring states. So I'm thinking, um, Maryland. Maryland's like 4 hours away from Jersey Drive. I was thinking about which other place? Uh, Boston. I mean, it's not like a neighboring, but it's still East Coast. I didn't want to go to New York because that's just right there. But I wanted to go to Pennsylvania. Yes, that was another one. That's another state that's like 2 or 3 hours away from Jersey. So I was like, I want to leave, but I kind of want to be around this East Coast area, you know. So yeah, so I'm looking for grad schools. That's what I do in the month of January. And also the Bible study, the youth group Bible study at Rutgers. Now, in the month of January, they're going like in as far as advertising the retreat. And I understand because the retreat was in April. So they're really trying to get a lot of college students or a lot of students who are attending this youth Bible study to sign up. And it's not only, restricted to students. It's I think ages 18 to 35. Yeah, 18 to 35 was the age range of that youth Bible group study in at Rutgers. Um, Now, like I said last video, I did not go in 2016. And even in 2016, September and October, when they advertised the retreat, I was like, I ain't going. Well, I didn't say I wasn't going, but I was like, I don't know. I don't know. But the advertising, I was like, should I just go? I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of like on the fence of it, I'm kind of like on the fence of it. Now, February comes and I'm applying. I'm applying to grad school. Now I'm looking at schools to apply to. So, of course, I'm applying to Rutgers just for the sake of applying. I'm not going there. I don't want to go there. Um, but I look into what was it? Boston University, just a bunch of different schools in the East Coast, right? But as I was applying to grad school, my mom says, "Don't forget Atlanta." She says, "Don't forget Atlanta. I want you to go to Atlanta. I want you to go to Atlanta. Atlanta will be so good for you." Anyone who knows my mom is very, she's very bubbly. Just I want you to go to Atlanta. Atlanta will be such yeah. So she says Atlanta would be such a good fit for you. I can see you being there. She was like, I love that city, and I would want for you to go there. Like, it's a good city for you, you know. And I was like, okay. Like now, to be honest, I really wasn't checking for Atlanta. Like I said, I wanted to be in the East Coast because I wanted to be around family too. So I wanted to leave without actually like leaving. But Atlanta, that's the South. I know Maryland is the South, but I mean, it's still very close to Jersey. But yeah, I was like, I wasn't really checking for Atlanta. Mm-mm. But it's my mom. My mom is someone who has been very influential. Get my words together. My mom has been someone who's very influential to me, like my entire life, and also my dad too. But my mom has a way. My mom has a way of encouraging me, my dad, and my brothers, into the right direction, and I love her for that. So she was like, "Yeah, don't forget Atlanta. Don't forget." Like she was constantly on me about Atlanta, And like I said, I wasn't really checking for Atlanta. I really was checking for Penn State. I really wanted to go to Penn State University, but I am applying to a whole bunch of schools. I never know who's going to accept me. So in the month of February, I start applying. Yep, I start applying to schools, and I'm like, yeah, this is it. I'm applying, I'm trying to get this thing done. Now, the youth Bible study, February 14th, they had this. February 14th happened to be the day the youth Bible study meets up. That was Valentine's Day. So they had this Valentine's Day stuff going on. Like people were in groups, people were connecting, people were like games and stuff like that. They had this thing going on. So I was in a particular group, and we had games, and they said at the end of the game, whichever group won the game or whatever, they were gonna get $5 off of the retreat. I'm like, okay, cool. I was in like team white or team pink or something like that. But we all had like questions we all had to answer. And one of the questions is like, if you were to move to a city, what will it be? And I just said Atlanta. I just said Atlanta. I don't even know why I said Atlanta, even though I wanted to go to Penn State. I just said Atlanta. They're like, I was like, I don't know. I just want to go. I just said Atlanta. So, anyways, we were just going through the questions and going through the games and stuff. And my team won. I was like, crap. I said, crap. Now I gotta go to this retreat. I said, you know what? That still don't mean nothing. I said that still doesn't mean anything. Just because $5 was put towards the retreat. Now the retreat was 185. That was the cost of the retreat. Like that don't mean nothing. I still don't have to go, even though they put $5 down. Whatever. Uh, so I go to church, and there was one of my mom's friend's son, who was he going to Rutgers at the time? One of my mom's friend's son, he was cool with one of the leaders at the youth group Bible study, right? And he decided to put $5 down towards me going to the retreat. I was like, so now that's $10. So now that's 175. I said, what is up? Like, I don't want to, like, I don't. I'm nervous. To be honest, y'all, I was nervous to go because I didn't know what I was gonna get from the retreat. I've never been to this retreat before. I never been like I just don't know what I was gonna get. So now that's $10. I'm like, man, now I gotta go. Like I was like, I still don't want to go, whatever. But mainly I was just nervous about it. So around this time, Chris Brown. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I'm an avid. I was. Well, I'm still. I still listen to him a little bit, but Chris Brown, that he was my favorite artist. Like I listened to everything Chris Brown. I have all his albums, everything. He had a tour at this point. He was coming to Newark to perform for his tour. I think it was called the Party Tour, and I saw tickets online for 189. Yeah, like 189. And I remember telling my friend, like, do you want to see Chris Brown? Do you want to see Chris Brown? I want to see Chris Brown. I want to see Chris Brown. So she was like, I don't know if I want to see, or whatever. But I was like, I really want to see Chris Brown because I've never seen him in concert before. And I want to go and see him. And I remember there was one day in February where I was looking at the tickets and I was looking at the price. And I was telling myself, yo, I'm unserious. I was like, this retreat costs $185 and I'm hesitant to go, but I am so quick to want to pay $189 to see Chris Brown. Like, really? Like, where's your priorities? And I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm really trying to choose Chris Brown over. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I said, you know what? I'm going to the retreat. I'm going. I was like, I'm going. I can see Chris Brown whenever I want to see Chris Brown in concert. But this retreat, I don't know what God is going to do. I don't know. So I said, I'm going to go. So I made that decision to go to the retreat. And now at this time, y'all, I'm still not working, but I'm putting money down towards the retreat every week to build up to 185. And so that's what I do. So yeah, so I am going to this retreat in April, and I'm still nervous, but I would rather spend $185 to go to the retreat than to spend money to go to a Chris Brown concert. It's like I don't want to choose. Like really, like I was really thinking of choosing to go to a Chris Brown concert over going to see Christ at this retreat. Like really, like God loves me. Chris Brown doesn't know me. So I signed up for the retreat and I'm going. Now, at this time as well, as I'm applying to grad school, I am looking for recommendation letters. Now, I do not talk to any of my professors that I went to, any of my professors that I took their classes. I don't know what they got going on. I don't know them. I don't know. But I decide to go back to my old my Rutgers email. Yeah, I had a Rutgers Gmail account. And I just started going back to all my emails that I sent to the professors. And I was like, hey, Professor such and such, I'm going to class. Can I get a recommendation letter? And surprisingly, I heard back from a couple and they gave it to me. I was like, now what I didn't mention was right before I emailed them, I was struggling with recommendations. Now later on, probably the next couple of episodes after this season, I'm gonna tell you why I was struggling so much to get recommendation letters and the hindrance that was in my way. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that. But right before I emailed those professors, that whole recommendation letter was such a huge blockage. I was able to get one from a friend that was my coworker, but that was it. But yeah, these professors they don't even remember me, because they had so many students. But they probably sent me a generic recommendation letter or whatever and just put my name on it. But I got it from them and I was like, whoa, okay. No, but God came through. God came through. Yeah. God came through. Now at this time I'm still applying to jobs and getting none. But my focus is also in the whole grad school application. And also around this time, I would leave home Now let me clarify when I say leave home. I would leave home, drive off to a golf course and spend time with God. That's what I would do. Like I would drive to a parking lot of a golf course that was close to my house and just talk to God and just tell him, everything. I would also read the Bible there too. I'd also read the Bible there too and I just had so many thoughts in my mind. I remember one of them was I told God that like this was my mind that in my mind that one day I want to open up this I want to build a house that would be open up to people who are homeless. Like people who don't have a home, probably they're orphans too as well. Like I want to build a like I just would think about shows like Big Brother where like 20 people are living in a house. What if like 20 or 40 people that are homeless are living in a house? So instead of them just being on the street, they'll just be in the house. I'll think about stuff like that. I'm like, God, do it for me. I want to do it. I want to do it. Do it for me. You know, do it in my life. So I would say stuff like that. And just whatever was on my mind. I would always say that, Lord, fall 2017, I want to be enrolled into grad school. This is what I want. I want to get a master's degree. So I would just say that to God. And yeah. And at this time, too, I'm still seeking God. I'm still, doing what I believe is what's best for me to do. Um, and yeah,